confusion, a whole lot of fuss and fighting within the marriage relationship.
The respect got broken down. And I've seen this over the years that living together as a common law couple, that's all it is, right? But when they become married, either the man or the woman, I just say the table is turned, because the man only see her now as his wife, but not as his companion. And that's why many marriages would actually break up, because you go out of the way, have another woman outside there, and say, my wife is at home. Take her for disadvantage. The woman, hallelujah, sometimes take the man for disadvantage too. They lost that respect, because now they believe they are married and it's all done there. But it's not all done there. It just began, because this is a body of two come to one, and that everything that is going to happen is all accountable for the both of you. So it's no longer me or she, but both of you. So we have to take in consideration again counseling, and see it mashed up so many times, and sometimes you wonder why. It's because of the whole disrespect level at breakdown.
All right, so now that we understand to a level, but there is a part of it that we want to understand. Why are why is it that nowadays we can't find a relationship going? You know, you have some people that tell you, how long you been married? 40 years, 30 years. Why is it that we can't have this type of marriage that is going even over 5 years and beyond?
Nobody wants to compromise anymore.
Okay.
So that's a big issue too. Compromise. Okay, but I mean compromise. You have couples married for 40 years. They and as it says that for health, for better, for worse, for rich, for poor, right? And you know what times are like now. Everybody's going after this rich. And for example, you're with a partner for 10 years and the person lost their job. You no longer see that person because you're seeking the material things, or the love died. The love died. Sometimes that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful what you're going to this marriage all about, because you're going with the wrong motive. And when something happened, you lost the taste of the marriage. The person who have long marriage, they know how to compromise. If we don't have a night meal today, honey, we will still have our love going. Yeah. If we don't have money today, we still have the love going without no murmuring and complaining. And let me tell you something that breaks up, that always intervene with some of these marriages. In-laws. And that is why I counsel my married people and said, if you are married, don't seek counseling from an unmarried person. Hey, the Bible said, husband, cleave to your wife and leave your mother alone. But it tends to be going the other way. The men tend to be complaining and going out to the mother, and then tend to bring an outside person into that marriage. So there's no compromisation in that marriage.
But as you go there, I ask the question, why would a girl run on to her mother, telling her mother she's having this problem with her husband, or the man going after his father or mother and saying, look, I'm having this problem with my wife? What's good to correct this situation?
Mother turned them out, man, and send them back to the marital home.
Okay.
And it's a spoil. You see, when a mother have one child, I see over the years that when a mother have one son, it's very hard. It's going to be very hard for that wife, because that one son tend to cling so close to the mother. But if she's lining up with what the Word of God says, the minute they become married, she now cut that umbilical cord. She cut just the same way it's cut from birth. She now cut it and let the husband get to deal with his wife. But it tends that it's going the other way around now. They are so involved in the marital home that they don't tend to let go the child or the daughter or the son. And I find a problem with that.
All right. What is it that we can do to keep relationship together? Because we're having it breaking up so many times. What are some of the things that we can do to solve the relationship when we have the relationship going out, getting twisted? What we can do to keep it together? Because people are listening and we want them to know this.
Okay, from a counselor point of view, like today's Monday, I will get counseling, people coming in for marital counseling and stuff like that. I'll tell a counselor, don't take side. When they come to you for a problem, listen to that problem and help them work through the problem. It's been going very rapid now that marriage are not lasting here 6 months anymore. And come again, don't unfaithfulness and that untrustworthy is lost in that too. They thought that when they went into the marriage is what they would have get out of it, and because they didn't get what they expect, they are disappointed, and they tend to cling to other person, but they can get wrong advised, because couples come in and get wrong advice. Leave the man alone, leave the woman alone, she's no good. I did tell you that you're married to her, no good. You understand what I'm saying? So it's best to seek right counseling.
Okay, sounding good. The number is 4531444, and if it's a case that you would like to send a text to ask a question, no problem. We will make sure that we take your text and read it. Again, 4531444. We have a marriage that I would say it's marriage for opportunity. Can you break that down? Why people go after this?
Okay, you talk about the export marriage. We call it the export marriage.
Export marriage. You see it? I learn a new one. I used to say people marriage for opportunity, but it's export marriage.
Export marriage.
All right. Why people get themselves involved in this?
Because of status. Let us look on the case where business marriage come involved. You want to go migrate to United States or other country, you'll get yourself in this type of marriage. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it doesn't. For, as I said again, for various reasons, for status. You may marry because you get pregnant early, and if you're in the church, let them talk to the young people. You're in the church and you're forced by your elder to get married just to cover up. You may marry because you did embarrassment. You caught an embarrassment after being pregnant for the family, the family, top of the line family, and the family don't want to carry that embarrassment in the community, so you're forced into that marriage. And as I said, I bring it again, export marriage. I call it export marriage because whatever is export will always come back,
How long should we wait to get married?
Well, there's two parts of it. I believe in courtship. The maximum time depends on if the person is living together for a period of time. As I said, I do up to 13 weeks, about 2 to 3 months. Once you come to the pastor or the counselor, it's upon the pastor or the counselor to decide you both. You can come and say, I want to get married tomorrow. No, I don't believe in that one, because I gotta get to the depths. Why do you want to get married? So if you're in the church, you can court for at least 6 months to a year, because you got to know your partner. The most important thing as a counselor, you have to know your partner. So if you're living together, there's no real time span, because you already know who you're living with. But again, if you're not living with the person and being a child of God, never married before, I would say give yourself between 6 months to a year. Once you meet that person, courtship come involved in that relationship.
All right, I got a text, and I am sure that this person didn't catch the first part. They're asking the question, what really is marriage?
Marriage? Okay, let me quote it from the Christian point of view. It's a exclusive union between one man and a woman, publicly acknowledged, permanently sealed, and physically consummated. So it's when two persons, a man and a woman, come together in one flesh, as the Bible mentioned in Genesis chapter 1.
All right. There's another part of the whole marriage thing that I know of case, and when I say case, I know of a case where these persons, they are married, live together, but there's a twist to it. They're sleeping in separate rooms. What's the cause of this?
Sexual breakdown.
Okay.
Mistrust, again. And anger, rage, unforgiveness. Because when the Bible mentioned that you become one, it said, it also go and say that you should not make the sun go down on your wrath, right? On your anger. And it tend to be happening. I see a lot of cases where married people got married, and because of a fuss or a quarrel, they tend to separate. I don't believe that you're married and should be sleeping in 2 different rooms. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You should be in one bed making it up. Also, it's a mistrust also. Or you can look at it at this point, if the lady does have a baby, if the mother she does have a baby, and she wishes to isolate herself for a while, you know, just to be healed, I don't see any problem with that, yeah? But people are using excuse that I don't love you no more, I don't feel for sex no more, and so it has a variety of different reasons that can cause that, but I don't think it's right. It's not right.
All right, before we close from this part, all right, let me go to another text here. This one says, what is unlawful marriage?
Unlawful marriage. Unlawful. Unlawful, you don't call it common law. Unlawful, it could be common law marriage. Unlawful is that, but once you become married, you become lawful because you're signed on by, you're registered, you're licensed. You're licensed.
All right. Anything you think we left out that you want to add before we close from positive?
I would say marriage is a good thing. It's good for a man to crave after a woman. It's good for a woman to be in love. And why not go at it? Why not go at it? Some people say marriage have a big teeth, it bite when you get in. My mom used to tell me that when we were small, don't go into marriage because of a big teeth and you'll go around the world and what will happen. But I'll encourage somebody, if you're inspired to be married, once you're in love, you know your partner, you have a good relationship, and why not go ahead and get married? And if you're having a problem in your marriage based upon a sexual relationship, seek a good counselor and get it over with and done and move on with your life. Because once you're married, it's a good thing. God honors marriage. God honor a marriage. It's proud when you're married and said, I'm married. People respect you. It's just in Jamaica here, I realize that you can go and say, I'm married, and people don't look at you anymore. But when you travel and say, I'm married, your name Mrs. and stuff like that. Once upon a time, you were well highly respected. But the whole thing break down now. So I'll say, hey, married man, married woman, keep that respect up. Live your life together. Hey, and seek counseling. Seek God for every problem that you're encountering before you seek man wisdom.
One more thing. How young can you get married?
But the law here is that you have to be what? 21, 18 you become an adult, right? 18 you become an adult. So when you go to register general, I think that they question that too. 18 you're an adult, so if you wish to get 18, 19, you can go ahead and get married because there's no stoppage to it now. But I wouldn't marry the 18-year-old, 19-year-old because I just don't believe that they are really ready for that union yet. I wouldn't do it.
All right, we got another text. This one says, morning. What if you are married and he fights you physically?
Repeat that.
This one, let me go again. Morning. What if you are married and he fights you physically?
That's an abuse. That's an abuse that needs to be dealt with. Because when you are married and a physical, I don't see in the Bible where God omit to physical abuse. And if it's just a constant physical abuse, then I would say get out.
But the thing, you know, for some reason, this text caused me to put another question in. We have marriages that, let's say, it's 3 months, 2 months, and right after the 3 months or the 2 months, there is something that caused the relationship to get twisted, probably a big fight, probably what you expected not working out, and then this person have a mind frame of getting divorced.
Okay, I have a case a couple of weeks ago like that. The person just get married in May of this year, and at the honeymoon they fight.
Wow. Because
they just discovered that they are being unfaithful. Everything didn't come out. And one were more sexually highly than the other one, and the other one was dating a good friend, and is at the honeymoon, the phone text started coming in, and that's where the whole problem started. Because it is just less than a year, a divorce is more than, you have to be married for a year and more before you can get a divorce.
And that's something that stands within the law?
Yes. Yes.
You have to be married for over a year.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And you know what? I know that people out there listening and they would like to get in touch with you. So you have a number that you can pass on to them so that they can call you. should in case they are having some of these marital problems?
Okay, 504-6296, they could call me. But let me ask you a question. What the region?
Repeat the number for me.
504-6296.
All right, before you go any further, we are online, we are worldwide. On the FM band, we go to some parts of, let me start in St. Anne. Some people in some part of St. Catherine can pick us up. But it's like St. Mary, Portland, St. Thomas.
Okay, you could email me. I got an email address. dswdm15@yahoo.com. dswdm15@yahoo.com. That's Divine Signs and Wonder Deliverance Ministry.
Repeat that for me again.
dswdm15@yahoo.com or Petrie_40@yahoo.com.
All right, and for people out there that you're listening again and you want the phone number, I want you to repeat the number again.
504-6296.
All right. How did you enjoy the show? Tell me what makes you positive.
Because over the years I have been a leader. I have always been the one staying on top of things, and one would say I'm a go-getter. So I am a challenger. I'm not a quitter. And I'm so happy to be on positive because it allows me to bring out some of the stuff that I would love to share with outsiders, to know that we are not only locked in the church, but we are outside there in the world, secular world, helping to create a better place, yeah?
All right, I am just going to help out here. This one, this question coming, divorce where the Bible is concerned. What if I am what if I am involved with a man that was divorced and we want to get married? That's a question.
Okay, let me break that down. I know many churches does not believe in mere marriage, but from my concept, I don't see anything wrong with it, because the Bible goes on also say that it's better for a man to take on a wife than to be burned. And if you're married young and you're divorced, you have to divorce early. Why stay there and burn yourself out when you can get in love again? Because if you don't, if you're divorced and you go start having sexual relationship, you're actually gone back into adultery or fornication.
All right, another one. Yeah, this person says, would it be wise to get engaged to a man that is waiting on the last paper to prove that he is divorced?
In a sense, yes. Depends on the love bond between both of you, and if you see concrete evidence that this divorce is going through.
And the people out there say, what's your name? What's your name? Tell me your name again. Tell me your name.
I'm Apostle Bishop Karen Petrie out of Portmore, St. Catherine.
All right. Thank you very much for passing through, and we hope that I have you here next month, and we might just be talking about the family. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bless you again.